There's a lot of great action in this series. We tried to have the pilot start off with a bang because, in John's words, this is a love letter to action movies of the 90s. And so it's trying for escapism and for it's a real journey for the audience so that they can sink their teeth into not only characters that they're memorable and fun to go on a journey with, but action that pulls you forward in your seat and say, what's going to happen next?
Oh, minus 35 is never a joke, is it? You need some serious equipment. And, anyone like from The Revenant will tell you that chasing snow and shooting, the whole season or film over a winter period is not easy. You need to be very agile and be able to move that massive beast in the way it needs to go. But you see what it brings you, the mountains, the snow, the white, the wild outback. It gives you a lot. We got Sam Hargraves, man, one of the greatest stunt guys ever. I mean, he's known within the film business for doing these big, epic, one-shot, non-stop action. And as an Australian, I'd seen Chris Hemsworth doing his version of them in the Extraction movies. And I just had to say to Sam, dude, I'm not taking that. I got to let Chris know that I can do them as well. And, you see them. There's something about them. There's something that just grabs you and doesn't let you go. And by the time you finish watching them, you feel like you're part of it.
I'm Polynesian. I'm from New Zealand, Aotearoa. So yes, the conditions were challenging. There was one time it was so cold, like minus 25, and my cheeks froze. They literally froze. I was like, I can't. I'm not used to it. But every time my scenes were in a car or in the studio, I was like, how amazing. It makes it very real, though. It makes it incredibly real, so it was fun. She's the heart of the show. Yeah, Sarah Remnick being married to Jason Clarke's character, Frank, is really they're really the heart. And the reality is that all the chaos ensues around it. So, it was a really beautiful, it was something that I hold very special to my heart because getting to it with Jason, he's a dear old friend of mine. And so playing husband and wife was like, what?
Luke is a very introspective character who he's in a time of his life where he's having to go from being a teenager, a boy, to being a young man. And it's a very important time of change for him in season 1, so we'll say that. I think it's easy for a lot of projects to lose the plot and all the action, and I feel like The Last Frontier maintains the heart throughout the entire thing, and it's always there, and you are always rooting for somebody. It's not just senseless action the entire time.
Jane is the secretary, but also right-hand woman to Frank, and I always thought of her as someone who was very capable, confident, and competent. She, whatever Frank, gives her a task, she's like, I'm on it, I know what I'm doing, you do what you need to do, I'm holding it down here. So she was a really great character to embody and to be a part of this incredible team. I just feel so lucky to be able to be part of this story.
It was so cold. But yeah, we filmed in Montreal, and obviously it takes place in Alaska, so adapting to the weather. I'm from Canada, so I'm a little bit used to it. But yeah, definitely the cold is a big theme here in this show. Yeah.
I played Trooper Marks in The Last Frontier. He's an Alaska State Trooper. He's thinking it's just going to be another day, another week, another year, and then this happens. And I don't think anyone's quite prepared for what goes on, but I like to think that all of these people in this community, the civilians, the police, the paramedics, everybody, they all rise to the occasion of what's going on. So yeah, he's trying to do his job, and he's trying to do it well, and he's got family. He's no one's expecting what's about to happen, but it's pretty cool.
Hutch is a U.S. Deputy Marshal, works alongside our main character. I'm a sidekick that's always down there to help support him in whatever he needs. I have a lot of heart, but don't get me pissed. I think this is an action-packed espionage series that has a lot of heart based in the home communities of Northern Alaska. Northern Alaska, Fairbanks in particular, is primarily native and non-native people who are working together on the edges of so-called the frontier. And we hope to bring that to the screen with this espionage world thriller.
I play Sydney Schofield. Sydney is a CIA agent who has been sent to Alaska to clean up this mess, and she has a lot of secrets that she's carrying, and her secrets carry a lot of weight. and it's a wild ride. One of the scenes that come to mind are of Frank and I in the snow in this incredible winter wonderland, and we're on horseback, and there's obviously, you know, there's a manhunt, and we no longer could use our facilities of vehicles, and we had to sneak up on the man of interest, which is played brilliantly by, well, I don't want to give anything away, but we got to ride on horseback, and it was such a magical sequence. And I mean, there's so many incredible, memorable action sequences in the show. So I'm really excited for audiences to see that. We have Sam Hargrave here with us tonight, who I think is, you know, responsible for some of the best action in the past 10 years. So it's incredible that we were able to make a show that is so action-packed, so cinematic, so beautiful, has such a it's simultaneously epic, as it's epic and it's also intimate at the same time.
I always, when I try and tell people, and I think this sounds so kind of extraordinary, and I don't know what I'm even thinking by trying to play a character like this, but he is a Navy SEAL, he's a mathematician, he is Secret Service, and he is a lecturer. I mean, it's insane what he is, but I can't say too much because it's revealed throughout the season what he actually is capable of and what he does. The beauty of this is all the characters in this story have many, many pitfalls and have a very murky idea of their moral guidelines, but you kind of care about them all in the end.
She is the CIA deputy director. Her name is Jacqueline Bradford, but she is called Jack Bradford, and she is a person that can be depended upon to make hard calls, hard decisions, unflappable, living in that gray area that is life, where people want to believe they are either in one side or another, but she's there pushing the buttons that need to be pushed to ensure that the democracy outlasts us all. I never think of what audiences take away, because there is no audience. There's only millions of individuals that respond to whatever they bring to it. But I do know this, they're all going to be yelling and shrieking and high-fiving and going like, oh my God, constantly.